Okay, that's Harrisburg. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but I was not always the refined and cultured individual you see standing before you here now. Yes, it's true, I once was crude, but my wife has cultured me. Now, my wife and I make an interesting pair. We come from completely different backgrounds. She comes from a well-to-do family, cultured in the social graces, crystal glasses on the table, going to places where it set out 14 knives, forks, and spoons running down both sides of the plate. And she knew what to do with each one of them, too. Me? I was barely housebroke. I'd spend more time with horses, cows, and wild critters than I have with people. I spent more nights in tents, cabins, and bunkhouses than I had in a regular house. I ain't hunkered over a campfire or with crews that were about as housebroke as I was. I drank out of a tin cup, cut my meat with my hunting knife, and saw absolutely no reason for having more than one fork on the table. Needless to say, my culture was not culture. When we first got married, those cultures, or lack of them, crashed right into each other. Our first sit-down dinner together in our home was memorable. I sat down, loaded up my plate ranch style, which means loaded up real big first time, because you might 90 seconds. And then, as was my custom and culture, I pulled out my hunting knife and proceeded to cut my meat. Silence ensued. She said, I looked on meat that was fried bacon. Now, being quick on the uptake like I am, I sensed that all was not well. So I started looking around. What? We don't do that at the table. Do what? We don't cut our meat with our hunting knife at the table. Listen, all right, I like it off. We don't cut our meat with our hunting knife at the table. Now, being quick on the uptake like I am, I sensed she was not too happy with me. So, confused, I put my knife away and sat there contemplating my next move. Figured if she didn't like me cutting my meat with my hunting knife, she also frowned me just picking up with my fingers and eat it that way. I was perplexed. But then, in her patient and loving manner, my new bride explained to me the use of the proper cutting utensil beside my plate. Oh, so I used the official meat cutter. Didn't make any difference to me. One knife seemed as good as another. But if it made her happy, I was willing to learn something new. But when she wasn't around, I pulled out my knife and I used it anyway. So now, 25 years later, our cultures have overlapped a bit. She doesn't mind drinking out of a tin cup hunkered over a campfire, and she's cultured me enough to where she can actually take me places. But she still won't cut her meat with a hunting knife. I still can't see any reason rather than more than one fork on the table. But then, that's me.